Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, welcome to the channel. Of course, my name is Nick, and here we do talk toys and pop culture of all kinds. And sometimes, just sometimes, we do talk a little bit of shit about other subjects. But today what we're going to do is we're going to talk about pop culture and another figure that I have here that's related to it. Pop culture, of course, being professional wrestling, and the figure, of course, being the WWE Ultimate Edition Undertaker from his match with Kane at WrestleMania 14. Now, everybody knows that The Undertaker did debut in 1990 at SummerSlam. And, I mean, The Undertaker's been iconic ever since. I mean, I've been a fan of The Undertaker since I was a kid. And this figure, for me, is actually pretty dope and a really good addition to any wrestling collection. It's not perfect, however. There are a couple of flaws, and I will discuss those with you as well. So sit back, relax, let's go ahead, jump in, and take a look at this figure. Alright guys, here we have the box for the WWE Ultimate Edition Undertaker. As you can see, it's empty right now. I do have the figure out and posed. You look down here, you get the shiny Ultimate Edition logo, and of course Ultimate Articulation for authentic posability. The Mattel logo. On top, you do get the Ultimate Edition and the nameplate for Undertaker. You go down the side, you get a good photo of 90s Taker there. And again, the nameplate. You come back to the back, you get a shot of the figure here with some photography. Another Undertaker nameplate, the authentic hologram. You look down here, and of course you get a little character bio, and of course you get a little blurb about the character and another photo of him choke slamming Kane at WrestleMania 14. Because that's where this figure is based on. Let's go ahead and take a look at the accessories. Alright, so as far as Taker's accessories go, you're not going to get a whole lot to speak of here. You'll get the entrance coat from that specific match with the high collar. I really wasn't a fan of that coat to begin with, but in rubber stiff form, it doesn't pose well, and it looks okay on the figure, but you can't use it with two of the head sculpts, and I'll show you why in just a moment. But it does have some really good detail and really good painting and dry brushing on it. It does have all the buckles painted. It does check all the boxes. But again, like I said, stiff rubber coat, not a big fan of those. But if you look at the back, it does have the cloth cape, which I think the cape was only on this thing and the collar for a little while, and Taker wore it in a different match and without the two objects on it. And over here you get two head sculpts, and as you can see, this head sculpt with the longer hair fits over the coat. This one won't because of the collar, and the one that's on him currently won't with the tongue out. You get two holding hands, you get the rest in peace thumb, and the open hand for that, like he's going to choke slam. But other than that, like I said, you don't get a whole lot. Now guys, pay attention to these head sculpts really closely. The first head sculpt looks like it might be a younger version of Taker. It may be still an older version. But again, that's not my problem. If you look here, this is an older Taker head sculpt with younger hair on it. So, I mean, they did give us that, but again, like I said, this is going to be an old man Undertaker face. Now, let's take a look at the figure. Now, guys, if you look at the figure, this head sculpt is scary as hell. I mean, I did leave it on the figure, and I do like the WrestleMania 14 attire that's on him from the 90s. This absolutely checks all the boxes in nostalgia for me, but again, like I said, this version of The Undertaker didn't wear that gear. This is going to be another Undertaker head sculpt from a more modern Taker with just longer black hair on it. But it does check all the boxes with the Ultimate Articulation. It does have decent ab crunch, waist swivel. It's got the ball jointed hips, the thigh cut, the double jointed knees, the boot cut, and the double jointed feet. The elbows are obscured by the elbow pads, so I don't know that they're pinless, but I do know it does have wrist rotation, wrist rock, bicep swivel. It does have butterfly joints. The arms do go out and rotate 360. And again, the head does look up, down, and rotate 360 itself. So, I mean, this figure does check all the boxes. Is it a perfect Undertaker figure? No. Is it a good Undertaker figure? Absolutely. But again, they could have given us a different set of head sculpts with this guy, and maybe made it a little younger, and maybe made the collar to where you could actually put the other head sculpts on the figure. So for me, this is a solid 7 out of 10. Good figure, not great, but I am nostalgic, so I do enjoy the 90s Undertaker.
Hey guys, thanks for hanging out with me today and reviewing the Ultimate Edition Undertaker from Mattel and WWE. This, of course, is from Taker's WrestleMania 14 match with Kane. However, as I did discuss, it does have a few flaws. Like, some of the head sculpts seem to level towards an older version of the Undertaker in a more modern head sculpt way. And one of the head sculpts seems to be fine. However, the other two, they just look like they were reused sculpts, not really a sculpt of the younger version of Taker that would have been in this match. However, if you do want one of these for your own, I will leave a link down below in the description so you guys can pick one up, just as always. And guys, thank you for watching the programming. Thank you for liking and subscribing and leaving comments. It means the world to me. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and take the time to do so now. And hit that like button and hit that notification bell if you do like this type of content and you like what you're seeing. Guys, what I will do is I will punch out, and I will see you in the next one.